Thank you, Maayan. And also joining me now from Washington, D.C. is Canadian-Israeli businessman and philanthropist Sylvan Adams. Thank you so much for joining.
It's a pleasure to be with you.
Sylvan, you're now in Washington, D.C. You have been invited to the inauguration. Can you tell us what you're doing there today and about your work?
As you mentioned early in your previous report, the inauguration was moved indoors, and unfortunately, I didn't have the opportunity to be on the platform when the president took the oath of office. A very, very small guest list was accommodated, and the rest of us had to go to the Capital One Center, the arena where the basketball team plays, and we watched it on a screen. So it's not quite the same, but we had there are galas every evening, and we had President Trump and Vice President Vance. We had a number of cabinet members, Mike Johnson. So I got a chance to meet the incoming administration. I met Ambassador Huckabee, and it's a new era and very exciting to see a president who is so strong on Israel and a cabinet that is the most Israel-friendly cabinet, I think, in American history. It's a pleasure to be here, and it's a very exciting moment and a privilege to have been invited.
Now, you're all about people-to-people diplomacy. This is something that was noted. Tell us more about this. What do you foresee of your possible collaboration with the Trump team?
Right. So, I am known. I own a professional cycling team, the Israel Premier Tech team, that carries the name Israel, and we race all around the world. We bring the good name of Israel to sports fans, to the people that I call the silent majority, not the vocal haters, not the anti-Semites that we've seen, manifesting in a very ugly manner all across the West, but to regular people, sports fans, and we carry the good name. And I got friendly with the U.S. administration in Trump's previous term. 6 months before the signing of the Abraham Accords, my bicycle team was invited to race in the UAE, and we rode all over the country with Israel emblazoned on our jerseys, and we had little Emirati kids waiting in line to receive a souvenir water bottle with the word Israel on it. So 6 months later, the peace negotiators told me that this was noted by the Emirati authorities, and that there wasn't any grassroots hostility to us. On the contrary, we were warmly received. And as I said, 6 months later, I was again privileged to have been invited to Washington, D.C., to the White House, to witness the signing of the accord. So this people-to-people diplomacy creates the conditions really for warm peace between nations. And this is what we've seen with Bahrain and Morocco and the UAE. And hopefully very soon, the Saudis, and I even hear talk about Indonesia joining the party. So hopefully we will expand the Abraham Accords very, very soon.
President Trump is now in office once again. He's expressed support for Israel during his campaign and ever since. How do you think this will translate into actual policy decisions moving forward?
So I think that the biggest strategic problem right now in the Middle East, clearly, as it has been for a while, is Iran. We've taken care of their proxies, a couple of their most ferocious proxies. Hamas is more or less decimated, even though they are celebrating. They're celebrating their defeat, is what they're celebrating, because we are getting our hostages back, thank God. And of course we've destroyed, virtually destroyed Hezbollah, which again led to the fall of the Assad administration in Syria. So, and we've taken out the missile defense systems of Iran. So Iran has never been weaker, but Iran remains a threat. We cannot allow Iran to become a nuclear power. Not just Israel, but the entire Western alliance cannot allow this. And I'm hoping that behind the scenes, they are preparing a very strong response to this strategic threat that faces not only Israel and upsetting the entire peaceful existence of countries in the Middle East. But as I said, the entire Western Alliance. We cannot allow this fanatical regime where they believe that martyrdom is a goal to pursue in life, to have such destructive weapons.
Sylvan Adams, thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.